December 31st, 2026. Two versions of you are standing in the same place. Same city, same age, same year behind them. But one is now hard to compete with. The other is still trying to get serious. One has momentum that feels unfair. The other has potential that feels exhausting. The gap didn't happen in December. It didn't even happen in June. It happened quietly, ordinarily, almost invisibly. Because 2026 isn't about working harder. It's about positioning yourself so powerfully that 2027 bends in your direction. This is not a self-improvement year. This is a positioning year. Part 1. The 365-day window. Most people think in goals. Get in shape. Make more money. Be more disciplined. Those are outcomes. Outcomes are fragile. Positioning is durable. If you try to get in shape, you chase a number on the scale. If you position yourself as someone who trains consistently for 365 days, you build a body that becomes your baseline. If you try to make more money, you chase transactions. If you position yourself as someone who builds a rare skill for 365 days, money becomes a byproduct. Outcomes are events. Positioning is structural, and structural change creates leverage. 2026 is 8,760 hours long. If you misplay it, nothing catastrophic happens. That's the trap. Wasted years don't explode. They dissolve. But if you play it correctly, you exit the year with leverage that compounds for the next 5. Part 2. Strategic concentration. Everything in this video revolves around one idea: strategic concentration. Not motivation, not balance, concentration. The world rewards depth, not dabbling. Most people live scattered. They improve slightly in 4 areas, get decent at 2, maintain everything, and wonder why they never feel dominant. Dominance is pure concentration. You cannot be average in 4 categories and expect to feel powerful. You must become dangerous in 1. That's the rule of 2026. Pick one arena. Concentrate force there for 365 days. Part 3, the law of focus. Spread water across a field. It nourishes everything slightly. Concentrate it through pressure. It cuts steel. That's the difference between improvement and domination. In 2026, you are not watering your life. You are applying pressure. Pressure in one direction: body, business, faith, or skill. Choose one arena where you refuse to be average by December 31st, not 5. 1. Because concentration creates contrast, and contrast creates advantage. Part 4. Why most people misplay. They overestimate intensity and underestimate direction. You can work incredibly hard in the wrong direction for 365 days and still end up ordinary. Direction beats intensity, always. Before you sprint into January, you need clarity. Ask yourself, if I only improved one dimension of my life next year, which one would change everything else? That's your arena. Some arenas create ripple effects. Improve your body, your energy shifts. Improve your income, your options expand. Improve your skill, opportunities multiply. Improve your discipline, your standards rise. Strategic concentration is choosing the arena with the highest downstream effect. That's calculated. Part 5. The 4 quarters. Now let's structure this year as a positioning arc. Quarter 1. Separation. January to March is about becoming unshakable. While others post resolutions, you install infrastructure. Lock in daily, deep work. Structured training. Revenue-generating output, not perfection, repetition. Positioning requires stability, not bursts. Quarter 2. Acceleration. By April, most people negotiate. You double down. Increase volume, depth, reps. Early compounding shows small signals. Slight muscle, slight income. Slight improvement, nothing dramatic. Measurable. Doubt creeps in. Is this working? Yes, if you don't scatter. Quarter 3. The quiet advantage. July through September is where dominance is built. Summer exposes people. Distractions, vacations, drama. While others slow, you continue. Not obsessively, consistently, quietly. Gaps created in summer are the hardest to close. Quarter 4. Lock in. October through December is not for coasting. It's consolidation. Most people mentally wrap up in November. They talk about starting fresh next year. You don't restart, you finish strong. Because the end of the year determines your starting position in the next one. Enter 2027 already in motion, already in rhythm, already advanced. You're not competing with January beginners, you're operating from leverage. Part 6, the compounding reality. Remove emotion, talk math, improve 1% per week in one concentrated arena for 52 weeks. That's not 52% improvement, that's exponential. Practice one high value skill for 60 minutes daily. That's 365 hours. 365 focused hours shifts your income tier, your network tier, your confidence tier. Most people never log 365 focused hours in anything. That's why they stay replaceable. Positioning makes you irreplaceable. Stop asking, what should I do this year? Start asking, what position do I want to occupy by December 31st? Identity follows positioning. Train consistently for 365 days. You don't try to be fit. You are fit. Build a skill daily for 365 days. You don't want opportunity. You attract it. Identity solidifies when repetition stabilizes. Stability over 365 days is pure power. Part 7, the hidden trap. Balance is often disguised as mediocrity. Try to perfectly balance 5 improvements this year. You will dilute force. There are seasons for everything, but 2026 is not a season for balance. It's a season for concentration. Maintain other areas, dominate one, because dominance in one arena spills into others naturally, but average in all keeps you neutral, and neutrality is invisible. Here's what happens when you concentrate for 365 days. Your self-trust increases. You stop second-guessing, stop comparing, stop reacting. You know exactly where your force is applied. That creates calmness. Calm under pressure is a weapon. Most people are a mess because their energy is scattered. You will not be chaotic in 2026. You will be directed. Part 8, the gap becomes obvious. At first, the gap is invisible. After 30 days, nothing looks dramatic. After 90 days, slight separation. After 180 days, people start noticing. After 300 days, the gap feels uncomfortable for others. Because now you're operating from strength. Strength in skill, strength in physique, strength in execution, strength in positioning, and strength changes how rooms respond to you. Let's talk about what this year is not. Not hustle mania. Not 18-hour grinds, not burnout. It's calculated pressure, focused repetition, long-term leverage. You can still rest. You can still live. But your arena does not get neglected. 365 days is not about perfection. It's about direction. And direction sustained long enough becomes dominance. So we're back to December 31st, 2026. 2 versions of you. One positioned, one still preparing, one with leverage, one easy to ignore. Both had 365 days, only one concentrated force, only one treated 2026 as a positioning window. By the end of 2026, you should occupy a higher position than you do today. Choose your arena. Commit to strategic concentration. Respect the quarters. Ignore the noise. A year scattered is forgettable. A year concentrated is life-altering. 2026 will pass either way. The only question, will you use it to survive or to become hard to compete with?